Hi guys, it's Lynette. Let's make a quick and easy apple pie. First things first, I have some apples in the bowl. I have about 7 Granny Smith apples and I have some water with about a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm going to start to peel my apples, just like I'm doing here. And feel free to use another type of apple peeler. I just like to use my paring knife, but whatever kind of apple peeler you want to use is perfectly okay. So after I peel my apple, I just start to cut my apple into slices. I don't really concentrate on them being perfect, but if you want a more perfect slice, just whip out your cutting board and cut your apple into the slice size that you like. So I like kind of a different texture. As you can see, I'm just kind of slicing here, being very careful. But like I said, feel free to use a cutting board. And once it's sliced, I get rid of that core. And then here are my apples. So I'm going to go ahead and drain all of this lemon water off my apples. And then I have my flour, sugar, brown sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and a little bit of salt in the bowl. And I'll make sure I post those ingredients on this video. So we're going to go ahead and pour that mixture right over top of our apples. I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and then I'm just going to cut 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter into chunks. I'm just going to mix all of that around until my apples are coated in that flour and cinnamon and all that good stuff. All right, so once it's all mixed, I have a piece of parchment paper on my baking sheet. Here's my pie pan. I'm going to use a store-bought pie crust, but feel free to make it if you like. I've done videos on that before. So we're just going to unroll our pie crust. And I let it sit out for about 5 or 10 minutes before I started, so it's much easier to work with. So we're going to press our pie shell into the bottom of our pie dish. And this is not a deep dish pie dish. All right, so once it's in, I'm going to start to add my apples. And I'm going to use a slotted spoon just so that I can drain the juice. Now, I do add some of the juice to mine, but you can definitely not do that if you want a pie that's a little more dry. But I'm going to add a little bit in there. All right, so now we're just going to unroll our other pie crust. And then we're going to put that pie crust right on top. And then we're just going to press it together so that the bottom and the top pie crust meet and are stuck together. And then we're going to try to make it look a little bit pretty. So it's kind of fun. So I'm just going to start to fold back my pie crust. I'm just folding it under. And I'm going to do that all the way around the pie crust, just like I'm doing here. And just keep on folding. And just be as gentle as possible, but don't be too stressed over it. All right, so once it's folded, we're going to start to crimp our edges. I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to pinch with the fingers on the other hand. So you see I'm just using my finger and I'm going to do this all the way around my pie crust. It'll just give it like a nice little crimp edge. You can also use a fork if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself and just, make the fork print all the way around your pie crust. So just keep on pinching, keep on going. It's coming together. Don't worry about it being super perfect. It's perfect for you, and that's all that matters. So keep on going. And we're almost there. And here's our pie. Looks good to me. So now we're just going to use our paring knife to cut a couple slits in our pie shell just to make sure it's able to let some of that moisture out as it's cooking, some of that steam. And I'm just going to use a little bit of my cane sugar just to sprinkle right on top. This is not necessary, but I like to do it just for that little bit of sugary crystals on top. It's good. So before it goes in the oven, it looks just like this. So we're going to pop this in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. It looks just like this. Oh my God, it looks so good. Oh my God, look at that pie. Hopefully you give it a try and I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.